Shine Sis Podcast with your hosts, Mary and Candace.
Yes, welcome back, guys. I'm so excited today because we have a special guest who, before I introduce her, first of all, I just want to thank you for taking the time out of your schedule, because I'm pretty sure it's super busy, to do this podcast with us. We really appreciate it. So it means a lot to us. Just to give you a little background, she's an Olympian. She was a competitor on the Titan Games. She's a mother, a military spouse, and also an Army brat. Today, please welcome Miss Chantae McMillan.
Yay!
We are so grateful to have you today. Thank you so much for coming on the show. Army brat? That's pretty cool. My dad's Navy, so I kind of got a little life. But I didn't have the double soldier life, which I think is pretty cool. So, but we just want to thank you for joining the show.
Of course, thank you for having me.
Yeah, so we're going to dive right in. And I was just wondering, going back to, obviously, it's April, which is the month of the military child. So speaking of being an Army brat, I was just wondering, how did being raised by two soldiers, influence your mentality and even your approach to training today for the Olympics and maybe just in life in general?
Yeah. Growing up, my mom was still doing PT tests, training at the house. So I would join in with her and do sit-ups and core as a child, and just seeing her work hard and watching my dad be so, both of them just be so disciplined throughout their work schedule day to day. I saw that, and it was built into me, obviously. And that work ethic that, it's never give up on anything that I do. It was, I can't even put it into words right now. I'm sorry. It's amazing to have two parents just be in the military. I've always respected that. And I never thought I would be married to someone in the military at this point. So I love it. I love where it's taken me, everything it's taught me as a child growing up in the military system, I guess. Just moving, it made me who I am, just being able to adapt from situation to situation. And
wow, that's awesome. Yeah.
Well, did you move around a lot as a kid?
I feel like we were really fortunate, and I only moved twice. My parents moved more than that, but as a child, I left my first friends. That was really hard, but then we moved to Texas, and leaving there was A-okay with all of us to go to the next place. But that's where I really got some roots in Missouri when my mom was stationed in Fort Leonard Wood. And that's where I call home now, even though usually home is just where I lay my head at night.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay.
Definitely know that feeling. So obviously, growing up with both of your parents being in the military, you said that discipline that, you watched them have, that structure. So I'm pretty sure that was part of the motivation behind training for the 2021 Olympics that's coming up. But what other motivations is that? What other motivations do you have for this training that you have coming up for the Olympics?
Yeah, it's weird to put into words how my mental process is from every single day of what I'm trying to achieve. That discipline, it's really instilled in me, and how driven I am to achieve this. Yes, I made the 2012 Olympics in the heptathlon, and then I kept training. Didn't make the team in 2016, but I had my best score ever, so I was not upset leaving that situation. And then I retired from the heptathlon, and I wanted I didn't know if I wanted to continue in track and field, but then I figured out I did want to challenge myself with just learning javelin, just one event. And it has been a challenge. I've cried weeks, these past 2 months have been crazy challenging for me. But that's what I wanted. I can sit here and in a still moment and be like, this is what I wanted. This is the challenge I wanted. You're in it. You can do this day to day, just stay in it. And it's good. I'm learning so much about myself personally, and even being a mom now, just learning so much from that. That's part of my motivation as well, just showing him what this process is, what my journey is, how to achieve something with hard work and staying with it all the time.
Yeah,
Right,
that's
right.
wow. I commend you. Like I need that driven motivation right there that you have.
Yes, yes,
Like I said,
yes.
some days are very hard.
Yeah.
That's exactly why it's not too many Olympians walking around, because you have to be grounded in that sense. But so,
Hmm.
like, obviously, after becoming a military spouse, has that affected your training or your goals? Just either just in life or whether it comes to the Olympics, because I know obviously I'm not sure what your situation is in terms of where you train versus where your husband is stationed and stuff like that. But does that affect you in any kind of way?
it was it was something that we knew we were going to have to structure into our lives. And his first station was Fort Rucker, where he became a helicopter pilot. He's actually graduating, getting his wings on Thursday this week, and I can't be there, and that's just part of it.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah.
Tell him congratulations.
I will. Yeah. So I was in Alabama training for, I guess, this past year, and then I made a decision to get a new coach 2 months ago and move away from him. I left him and I brought my son and I up to Ohio, and we've been here, and we'll be here till at least June, and he'll be in Alabama till June, and then we'll both be in DC. But it's it's a matter. The biggest thing was just working around his schedule, because Army schedule, and he has to go in at this time, and then I work out after that time. So that was it. I would still make my time, and he would understand that. And if we needed to bring in help, then that was the case. And we did it. That's why I try to not promote, but encourage other wives that, like, you don't have to put your dreams on the back burner because your husband is doing this in the military. You can be right there beside him, chasing your dreams as well, and doing amazing things together.
Did we just get
I
our
am so
promo?
glad. I know. I just said I'm so glad you said that. That is exactly what this podcast is about. Oh
Exactly,
my gosh.
exactly.
Yes. Wow. Oh man. So obviously you've already answered our question about balancing your time between family, training and careers. So tell us more about the Soul on Fire, your foundation, and what brought you to come up with that.
Yeah, I was able to create that this past year, which is amazing. Like, something good came out of 2020. It's Soul on Fire. I came up with the name based on, there's a song I really like, and then one of my mottos is just doing things that set my own soul on fire. So that's why I'm still doing track. It's something that I still get that burning desire to do day to day. So I want to be able to do that for other people. My main focus are kids, children, and women. So one thing that I have focus on is my annual track and field camp I'm looking to do it again in October. This will be the fourth track and field camp that I've been able to do in my own hometown, Rawl, Missouri. And so that's where, like, some of the funds will go to. But this past December, I was able to put some meals together for some women here in Ohio that are transitioning from off the streets into the work life again. And so that was actually our first thing that we did for Soul on Fire. But from here on out, there's just so many ideas from kids who have their plans already put together for what they want to do after school. I would love to grant them with some money, or even women in business. That's really big to me, because that's what I want to do after I'm done with this athletic career, is get into business, doing my own thing, right? So I want to help other women achieve that, especially women of color who don't have the opportunity like some other people.
That's awesome.
Right.
That's awesome.
So what would this obviously you're preparing for the Olympics right now. Like, what would that mean to you if if you're able to go there and qualify? Is this the big one? Is that when you would make that transition?
I don't even know, man. My coach, he made a little comment the other day at practice that it was just like, oh, you think I'm going to keep going after this year? And I don't even know. It's like year to year with me. And like part of me is like, yeah, let's just keep going. This is really fun. You're learning so much about javelin. It's clicking. There's more. And then the other one's like, no, it's time to be done. Your body, just go do something else for your body. Like, stop.
Yeah, when I was watching, we were watching the videos from the Titan games, and I first of all, this is just all the time. You're a beast. Like I was just like, oh my god,
amazing.
yeah, like that's why it does not surprise me that you have that army mentality, that background in that kind of way. But I was just like, man, so. But that's amazing that you already kind of have an idea of what you plan.
I'm sorry.
Which one is that? Which one is that that's barking? You got two, right?
Yes, I do.
No, you were so it's funny because before you came on, we were just sitting there talking about how we were like, oh, we have to go through this whole ordeal of making sure our kids don't interrupt our recordings. So like the whole time, I'm sitting here waiting for my husband to hurry up and come home so he can keep the kids upstairs. Like,
and I'm hoping my little one don't wake up from his nap because I'm like, oh no.
Yeah. 3 different time zones right now. 3 different time zones. But yeah, speaking of kids though, are there things that you do, with your son in terms of your training, starting them young?
I hope he just chases whatever he wants to do that makes him happy every single day.
Cool. I like that.
It's cute to see him. Like I brought him to practice today and yesterday, so he'll join in the recovery portion of it, do the core exercises with me, try to. And then the stretching as well. But yeah, whatever he wants to do, it's fine. We do just encourage him to move and jump and tumble and all that stuff, just have body awareness. So it's whatever. I mean, if he plays baseball, I would not be upset.
Right. Right.
So, like, going back to your training, like, what does that consist of? Like, how many days a week are you working out? Like, what does your meal plan consist of?
Yeah.
I just want to know for my own being to see if I can start something, because I saw your workout plan on Instagram and on your website, and I was just like, I don't know yet. Let me ask her first before I commit.
Yeah, it's a good workout. I put it together myself. But I work out 6 days a week right now. Well, track meets are on Saturdays, but I'm in the gym Monday, Wednesday, Fridays, and then on the track in the gym for about an hour, and then on the track for 3 to 4 hours about on every Monday to Friday. And then it's just very technique driven on Tuesdays and Thursdays. And then Wednesdays are active recovery. And then Mondays and Fridays are also some technique with javelin as well. It's a lot of technique. It's so hard. And then also on Thursdays, we run like 10 200s with like 2 minutes rest.
Do you see yourself getting into coaching? Yeah, getting into coaching after this?
Me?
Yeah.
No, I don't think so. I don't know.
No.
I like coaching. I had my heptathlon coach. He just had like professionals that he coached. That's something that's intriguing, but I could never coach at the high school level because like not every athlete really wants to be there. And then collegiately is hard because you're always gone from your family. Like you're either out of track meet in track season, or if it's out of track season, you're out recruiting across the country. And I want to be with my family.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
I understand that.
Yes.
I understand that.
With what I eat, I try to eat a lot. I have a hard time eating enough throughout my day. So like I wake up and I eat, I never ate oatmeal before, but I've been eating oatmeal just to get more calories in the morning with protein. So it's like plain oatmeal. It's so boring. And then I eat like hard-boiled eggs, like 2 hard-boiled eggs with it, or I drink a protein shake, and then I'm out the door, go train. And then sometimes in the middle of my training, I'm starving. Like today, I was starving in training. So I have my snacks on hand, like my protein bars and bananas. And then I get a protein shake in right after that. And then I need to eat lunch. And then lunch is usually leftovers. Like the other day, I had leftover salmon patties. So that's really high protein and good fat. And then I need to eat leafy greens. I sometimes I just like shove a handful of spinach in my mouth, and that's what I do.
No way. No way.
You have to do what you got to do.
You know, I did that when I was pregnant.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah. I always just eat balanced stuff like protein, veggies, and that carb like rice or sweet potatoes. So just getting stuff in.
So now, does your husband and son, do they follow, your same diet?
My husband, he has a really amazing metabolism, so he can eat whatever he wants, but we eat the same. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
We're really happy with how we eat, and he was an athlete before.
Yeah, that's good.
So he understands what I'm doing, and he likes it. He's fine. And then my son, he likes cauliflower as far as it goes for veggies, but everything else, it's like, what are you going to eat today?
Yep. Is there any other information you would like to add or any advice that you want to leave for our listeners, Chantae?
I mean, going back to having those goals, it's not going to happen overnight. And like I said, military wives, don't just sit back and do nothing. If you have something you want to do, chase it, go after it, and let your husband know so he's on your side, like he's on your team, and get it done. But goals, how I reach goals, it's day to day. I see them. I am very visual. I have stuff hanging in my living room for I have my Olympic rings hanging in there and the distance I want to throw, and then other motivational things, pictures of people, quotes. And I see that every single day. That's setting my soul on fire to do what I want to do. And then day to day, I visually go through how I'm going to achieve getting better towards my end goal of making the Olympic team. So I'm going to leave y'all with that. Just see your dreams every single day and make sure you write about it. I journal all the time as well, and you'll get there.
Awesome. Yeah,
thank you. That's great advice.
Thanks.
Yes, and on behalf of the Chantae's podcast, we will be rooting for you and also following you to just hope that you are able to continue on with your goals. So we're gonna be pushing for you and rooting for you.
Thank you. Yeah,
you got some extra fans.
Are at the end of June for me.
Oh, exciting! That's that'll come here. I can't even get my words out. That'll be here soon before you know it.
Oh my gosh, I know. It's like happening so fast, but so slow at the same moment. I can't explain it, but it's hard to deal with. I get stressed thinking about it sometimes.
You got this.
Yeah, you do.
But so we usually end our show on our affirmation that we have. So we're just going to break out with that, if that's okay. All right. I am enough.
I have the power to create the life I desire.
I am worthy of my dreams.
I am worthy of my dreams.
Go ahead,
thank you again, Chantae. We really appreciate you coming on today, taking the time out to just sit and talk with us for a little bit. You definitely are an inspiration, and good luck for the Olympics. Like Candace said, we will be rooting for you.
Thank you.
Yes.
I'm glad I could give you a little insight to what I do throughout my life.
All right. Well, you take care.
Thank you. You too.
Thank you. And remember, shine, sis. You got this.
And you got this, girl.